podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
Punchlines.com.
No matter what nobody say, man. Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
TBV Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
Punchlines.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
Punchlines.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
TBV Productions.
Punchlines.com.
Good morning, and welcome back to another edition of Boxing Bars with TBV, the Boxing Voice Battle Rap, where we all share our passion for music and, I guess creativity, come together as a community and write a couple of bars that are specifically boxing related and follow a set of rules that have been created by a committee. And today we're taking it a step further, and to correct any voting issues, we have now taking voting to the Patreon. Since it is a Patreon only thing, it's going to be easier to keep the scorecard. We have a poll for our main event, that is Info Joe, the oldest Border Wars contestant to win a fight. Info Joe, at 48 years old, stepped into the ring in 2017 in Los Angeles and became the first and oldest Border Wars winner and participant. He is the 2016 Caller of the Year award winner, and he is probably one of the many that had everything to do with boxing bars, So he's going to be taking on the dark horse, someone that emerged from the smoke and is self-proclaimed king. Yes, I've given it away. King Amin versus Info Joe in what is a true main event. I mean,
body. That's a body right there. I think he's gonna get body, Info. I'm sorry. I respect and love you, but you don't got it for King. I mean, you gonna come with the Big Daddy Kane flow, like get some, you little bum. Like you gotta come like that, King. Info Joe. Come on, man. Why they keep treating you like the lamb?
Why you disrespecting Info Joe?
I'm just saying, though.
Come on.
That's the first reaction I got.
I see. Well, listen, man. Listen.
You know what I'm saying?
That is the type of reaction we wanted people to have. People are so excited about that main event that Enrique and Mario skipped their intros. But before I get to Doomsday, let me go ahead and let you know who is on the co-main event. It is Greatness, someone that Enrique knows very well. And his motto is to seek greatness. And he's going to be taking on TJ of Cincinnati, someone that Enrique knows very well. And these two are going to be a co-main in what really, I feel like we need to drop the co and the hyphen and just say main event, main event. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a very good card. On the undercard, we got Sony Woods, and he's going to be taking on JP from Long Beach, who obviously made his debut on last week's show with a very official verse. So that sounds great. We got Sony versus JP from Long Beach on the undercard. And listen, JP isn't just some nobody. He's also, I believe, a 2016 Caller of the Year. He attended the Appreciation Night. He attended Border Wars. You know, he did the cookout. I mean, listen, he was on the ribs at Info Joe House. He is family. So this is what we got going on. It's the TBV Battle Rap Federation, and the Boxing Voice presents our very own rap battle league centered around boxing and boxing punchlines and metaphors, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this is going to be the first time where the co-hosts sit back, relax, and just enjoy it. And let me tell you, I want to give a round of applause to everybody in the commission for putting together what looks like it's going to be probably one of the best cards that we have yet. Now, I guess we can go ahead and introduce Doomsday, who stood there patiently so he could get his intro the right way. Yeah, I mean, Doomy, what it do?
I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody like me. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from their claws. There's no one that can match.
Champ. Yo, this is Boxing Bar Saturday. And I know I'm taking a break right now, but man, I feel like writing something while y'all rhyming right now so I can spit. I got that energy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Can I jump in? I'm gonna jump in. Hey, Ness, real quick, I emailed you.
Shinobi, nah, chill, champ. I'm not done. It doesn't matter what you were gonna say unless you wait your turn. I was gonna say that, yeah, man. Today's participants are gonna be legendary. I want to see that battle between Info Joe and Greatness, right?
Nah, you got it wrong. Info Joe versus
Info Joe,
King Amin.
King Amin, I'm sorry. Yo, and it's crazy, right? Because I didn't expect this fight to materialize like this. It was just like I woke up and it's like, Info Joe?
I'm not going to sleep on Info. You know, Info put that work in at
You
Border
already
Wars.
slept on him. You already slept on him.
That was my immediate reaction.
Yo, they say your first reaction is the true reaction.
It is my true reaction, but then, you know, things can shift if the odds go bang, bang, bang. So I emailed you. I don't know why it was
blank. It was nothing in there. But FYI, for those that are just tuning in, votes are being taken on Patreon. We got polls set up for each event. So there's no discrepancies and we don't have to call each other names. Let's keep it clean. I'm fair, but I'm firm. I stole that from Mills Lane.
I'm a spit something.
Like that.
Yo, it ain't your go yet. It ain't your go. We got an itinerary to follow.
I'm not saying right now. I'm saying I'm not going to be sitting back.
Nah, you ain't going to sit back. But listen, I again, man, we were in the middle of congratulating the commission on putting together, you know, one of the best boxing rap battles for the Boxing Voice yet. And yeah, man, in true Ness GTO fashion, man, I tell people all the time in the boxing industry to go ahead and make their own lane. And I think before we bring on, you know, any opening acts and any undercards and main events and things like that, we need to talk about the card at hand briefly. Because, yeah, I think King Amin is making his own lane. Look, he's coming for an OG in the TBV community. Like, Info isn't just known as one of the best callers. Info isn't just known for his catchphrase, it ain't no show without Info Joe. He actually got in the ring to show you, yo, I don't just know boxing, I can box. I don't just spit, I rap. I don't just smoke, I grow. I don't just say I could cook out, I invite you over. So Info, like, he coming for the top, he making his own lane. And let me tell you, a win over Info really puts Amin in them rankings where you can't hide him no more. He's there. He becomes like a number one. You know, I mean, look, he got poor representation. That's what happens when you don't sign the Ness GTO / Al Heyman. I would have made this an eliminator shot. But you know,
first, let me interrupt you. How does it make him number one? OG Info Joe got to show up and be like, ooh, that was tight against Amin.
Bruh, name value.
Go number one. Because if Info Joe
name
come with
value,
like,
Enrique, think about it like this: has Ryan Garcia
like
done
hit,
anything?
A hop, a sip, a stop? Nah, it ain't gonna be.
But think about it. What has Ryan done in boxing? Zippity doodah. But he got a name.
Right.
That's
He's
it.
Famous.
Joe got a name, bro. He's in the ecosystem.
Joe does have the name. I get that.
But listen, man.
Amin been around too. He got the infamous intro.
Yo, Amin is a 2017 Caller of the Year or something like that.
Right.
So, like, you right. They both got name value. And that's why it's a big fight, champ. That's why you get ranked, because you win there. This isn't Maurice Lee, Earl Spence. This Earl Spence, Danny Garcia. So you win there with a big name.
Okay. I respect that.
Nah, I mean, yo, they making their own lane.
I re-emailed you, by the way. That's my intro for my.
According to the commission, they're also gonna have their own scorecard rather than air scoring. So let's hope that works. But we shouldn't need it, as the polls are there.
Ooh, explain that. Their own. That's like saying
they're gonna
Bob
keep
Arum
tally. Nah, they're gonna keep a
scorecard.
tally. Like, they're gonna have a tally instead of saying.
I see. They're gonna tally up their own numbers.
I'm assuming that's what it means. Instead of them saying like, "Yo, I think we need to do a recount," they're gonna be like, "Yo, I counted it 7 for Mario, 6 for Enrique. I think we need a recount. I got my card." You know what I mean? It's just more professional like that. But Boxing Bar 7 is really officially titled "The Rise of the Bat Channel." You know what I'm saying? Because these are two dudes kind of from the Bat Channel. And I guess they want to put some name on the back. You know, it's kind of like Daniel Kinahan, that back channel. You know, people like to say there's a lot of yelling and cussing going on. They like to say it's peachy cream and kumbaya. So that's what they're trying to do, the rise of the back channel. And this is where we're at. If anybody has anything left, if not, we can get right into it, man.
Yo. So who's representing Amin? I know you was like, yo.
I don't know who's representing him, but Info Joe's already ranked number 1, FYI. Because you said, how is he ranked number 1? He already ranked. Maybe you need to be part of the commission and the committee if you don't like the rankings. That being said, Amin is ranked number 4.
What?
Amin,
over Mario?
No, Mario's champ.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's ranked, so he's up next if Mario won it.
So Amin is ranked number 4. And in the co-main event, we got ranked number 3, Greatness, who beat you, versus ranked number 6, TJ, who beat you. And, you know, the trifecta.
TJ really beat me? Damn, man. Y'all really athlete a bird for real. Y'all all birds.
I mean, then in the trifecta, we got, you know, the little engine that could. You know, Sony, who just doesn't take no for an answer. He coming right back versus another tough opponent, because he takes no easy fights. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Remember, I beat Getty, so let's not go there with like he beat you and all this stuff. I beat Getty.
I mean, isn't it 2-1?
Getty still try to be great. Stop. He's the engine that could.
But wait, ain't it 2-1? He beat you twice, right?
It don't matter. I still beat him.
Nah, that series is over. Champ, you lost. You know, it's just best out of 3. But
still beat him.
Nah, yeah. You got that one win like Ruiz over AJ. You got that, but you ain't got the belts no more. It's over. Your 15 seconds of fame is done. That being said, let me give a quick shout out. I'm gonna check, make sure Idris is there, because I think Idris may want to spit. I hear Mario definitely is gonna do some sort of closing act. And I'm assuming Rough House Boxing also may want to spit. Idris is on the line. I don't see any Rough House. That being said, let's go ahead and announce the 6-point rules again. For those that don't know it, they want me to continue to say it. Absolutely only 1 minute battle round. 1 round per fighter. Number 2 is the G-Trey Bay rule. If a battle is going on, 0 talk, no bigging it up, no, swaying the judges. More rhymes, less talking, all right? Number 3, absolutely no cursing. Cursing gets you disqualified. No cursing on your verse, no cursing on your call, man. Try and, contain and your emotions. Do me over there writing, y'all. No reference to sex. Boxing-related topic, Sony. No direct reference to doing some sort of bodily harm to somebody. I don't want to use the red rum word. Read it backwards. You know what I mean? Red rum. That don't go like that, but I'm just making it. All right. Those are your rules. let's get ahead and get these guys out here. We're gonna go off with our undercard. I'm gonna bring on Sony, the commission, who is actually gonna be taking on JP from Long Beach, who I do not see here, and I'm wondering what sort of rules the commission have made for no shows. Sony, buenos dias.
Yo, good morning, TBV.
What it do?
Nothing much. Did I just hear you say you can't see JP from Long Beach in there?
Negatory. No JP from Long Beach.
Well, the JP from Long Beach is not in there. That's why Idris and Roughhouse is on standby.
Idris also said he's not spitting today. He said
Who is that?
He said, "Yo, tell Doomy, my tummy hurt."
So Idris isn't battling either?
Either. He said no. Call him no show.
Okay. All right. Well, damn, if JP isn't there, you know what I'm saying? I apologize to the fans out there. You know, he definitely was supposed to be on. And if Roughhouse Boxing isn't here either, then I guess we can reset up this undercard match that I got for Boxing Bars 8 next week. You know, my apologies to the fans. And, you know, the show is live so far. Peace and love.
All right. Well, I don't see Greatness or TJ. So we gonna go straight to Info Joe and King Amin. I guess Joe, being ranked number 1 and more, what do you call it, seniority, goes first, or has the, gets the ability to call who goes first, right?
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo, am I clear?
You clear, champ.
All right. Let's flip a coin, man. Who got a coin in there?
Ain't no coins in freaking boxing. Get your football loving butt out of here. You the A side. You want to walk out first, or you want him to spit first? Simple as that.
Let him spit first.
All right. Uh-oh. Yo, without further ado, I feel like he deserves a little motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like a little wakey.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
TBV, good morning, man. Let it show. We touching gloves before we come out. Info Joe, it's love, Unc.
Damn, called him Unc. Oh.
Nah, that was a jab. That's like, oh man, Info, go in.
Nah. Listen, any man you share the spliff with is your brother, and that's like you said, seniority in terms of like Info Joe. Like we listen, man. Like TBV, that appreciation nights bring us together. Like nothing but respect. Do we touching gloves, man? It's all good, man. But it's a battle, but we touching gloves, man.
All right,
so when you ready, let me know, champ.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Let me put my spliff down.
Put a spliff down.
I'm
make
excited.
Sure,
I'm
make sure you clear.
Real. I am excited. You know, I like hearing Amin rap. You know what I mean? One day, if he stays undefeated, you know, I mean, obviously the winner of this is gonna be a true possible Mario opponent one day. You know, maybe. Depends.
Go on, give me that bell. Let me work.
Uh-oh.
This is Ali versus Frazier at the press conference without all the black on black slander. But just because I know you personally, Joe, don't mean I'm going to hold you to a different standard. So we toe-to-toe, going blow for blow, and I'm going to be the last man standing. You should have listened to the whispers in your ear not to battle me, but you hard-headed, so I'm going to leave you looking like Evander. Joe, you think you Joe Smith, but I ain't Jesse Hart. You turned pro at 44 years old. God bless your heart. Dewey Bozella, these old dudes don't know when to quit. I knock out your mouthpiece. That's the only way you could spit. Your footwork is slow. You not landing punches. You keep getting hit. I'm too much for you. You should be holding my mitts. Now everybody wanna rap like I mean. Y'all study my shoulder roll, but my flow is top rank, and y'all just some golden boys. Mario keep barking and still ain't making no real noise. Just remember, I'm Floyd Mayweather Sr., and you just my oldest boy. I'm King Muhammad Amin Ali. I'm turning dudes into legends after losing to me.
All right, we're going out to Info Joe. Remember, no reaction, Enrique. Come on, Let's have a clean show for once. Info Joe, California.
Yo, yo, yo. Am I clear?
You are crystal. Let me know.
All right. All right. Hey, first off, shout out to King Amin. You my boxing brother forever, man. And this is how it was really done. This should be done in the real boxing world. Friends get together and we still battle and we can talk about it afterwards, right? All right. Hey, man, one thing. Can we get ready to rumble, man? That Michael Buffer, man. I'm good.
You got it, champ. You are the A-side, man. You get what you asked for. It's your walkout.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
All right. I'm hungry. Here we go again. I got food on the menu. Fighting, from the east. Barclays, the venue. So I boarded the plane, leaving South Central. Nothing in my gym bag but a pad and a pencil. Gladiator mode when I walk in the arena. Crowd starts to boo, I get meaner and meaner. We face off, you blink, nervous energy, I see ya. Cause I spit fire hotter than a jalapeno. Turn my punches over when his chin hits my knuckle. His mouthpiece pops out, hits the turnbuckle. I look at Coach Mitty and he started to chuckle. This should have been a pay-per-view Royal Rumble. You look like Lundy after a Crawford combo. KO get the medic call. Dr. Mofongo, when you signed the contract, you sealed your fate. Now your crown is mine. Checkmate.
All righty then. We are going to go ahead and I'm going to put the voting poll in the chat. Just click that link and drop your vote. In the meantime, we will take your calls. Your calls don't count as a vote. Head on over to Patreon and drop in your vote. No discrepancies, no cheating. No one can vote for you. It's only you. One vote only per person. You can't even try to vote more than once. So keeping it nice and clean. We're going to open up these phone lines. Looking like somebody in Toronto over there. Maybe Mario. Let me double check. I ain't got no messages from the commish. Everything looks good. Just want to congratulate both men on two fantastic verses. Sounds fire. Can't wait to see what the people think.
Yo, I can't believe we didn't get that undercard.
Talk a little bit.
Yo,
more.
I can't believe we didn't get that undercard, man. I really wanted that undercard.
Yeah, I mean, listen. In the interim, I know you wanted to spit. That was the main event. I'm checking the call here. I still don't see TJ. So, TJ was supposed to face Sony. Sony's still here. So, yeah, if you want to go ahead and drop your verse, Enrique, I know you wanted to. Right now, we're just in the interim waiting for the votes to come in. I put the vote poll in YouTube and in the back call. Very simple. Click it and pick who you think won.
So can we chop it up on it real quick or no?
I mean, yeah, we could chop it up. We could take the calls.
Because they're done.
I know they're done. They're done. But okay, I know you wanted to spit, and I know that Casual wants to spit.
I'm not gonna go. I'm leaving the main event this week.
All right, check Blog Talk for us. Casual, you want the bell?
I wanna chop it up on that event.
All right, what do you got for us?
Oh.
Yeah, you can't chop it up.
You gotta get the ether. Once you get ether,
champ,
you be all right.
When you get ether, you always trying to use your laptop and be all, bougie. Wi-Fi don't do it. Wi-Fi don't do it.
Bad.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, broke up.
For like 20 minutes.
But I can hear you now.
Two.
Since you want to talk about it, I love the reference from Info Joe to Dr. Mofongo. You know what I'm
saying?
saying? He said,
gave Mofongo a cameo in the bar.
He was like, your mouthpiece gonna hit the turnbuckle. But Enrique, right? He do sound like Kumo D.
But it works though.
Yeah, it works. It works for him. It works for him.
It was storytelling too.
Yeah,
like it was all visuals. You know what I mean?
And that's. I like that he was like hopped on the plane.
Nothing in my bag.
In my bag is my pen in my pad.
Yo, as far as
he killed it at the end with the checkmate. I play about 7 hours of chess per day. I'm just saying. So that one hit
that
home.
Muhammad Ali King Amin
crowd
line.
Checkmate. Ooh.
Yo, that Muhammad Ali King Amin line was
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
He
Yeah,
said,
I
I'm
make-
king. He said, I'm king Muhammad Ali, Amin, right? So
Yeah,
I think,
King
Yo, so you
Muhammad
can't
Ali,
you can talk on it, but you can't say who you picked. Right?
Stolen ball.
no,
though,
you.
stolen
I mean,
ball,
you
by the
gotta
way.
vote
You can
if you're
vote
gonna
on
vote.
Patreon.
If
Yeah,
you're
you
gonna
know what? Let me
vote,
get
you
my
gotta
vote.
go
Stolen
vote.
ball, by the way. I just want to put that out there. I mean, I was first to say Amin and Muhammad Ali. So,
Oh, snap.
Copyright infringement.
Oh,
Copyright
study great
infringement.
right there.
People
Not to influence any other judging, by the way.
Yo, Cash, I mean, gonna come out here like Jay-Z.
I thought after King Amin's verse, I was like, damn, body Joe. But then Joe came back. You know, Joe.
All right, it looks like we got Rough House Boxing on a late show. I know he wants to spit, so we're gonna go ahead and go to him and let him get the flow. Rough House.
Yeah, I've been hearing about Rough House. I seen him on the chat. He claiming the throne. Let's go, champ.
What's good with it, man?
Good morning.
Morning. Hey, them boys went at it this morning, man. Hey, shout out to Amin and Info Joe, man. Both them boys did this thing.
Champ.
Hey, I thought I was gonna be able to get on and get a piece of Idris this morning, but it didn't turn out that way. I had bars ready for him, man. But hey, can I just drop something that I already got?
Definitely. You want the bell?
Yeah, let's get it. This is just a throwaway verse. Let's get it. All right. The beatings will be tragic after these feats of acrobatics. In the field posted, scoping for who's thieving out my cabbage. Keep the fabric softener with me if you bees about that static. Introduce these two companions, my less my grief, my rights, my sadness. I am so Billy Bad-ish. Believing I'm not the baddest will hasten your need for an external breathing apparatus. Lust and greeding after the status. The midnight train's about to roll, and I'm suggesting you best be leaving after Gladys. Psychosotal Kulati, cause I'm ahead of their class. It's irking you. Is they picking me ahead of yo? Boxing them's a beast. Your name's Homo and Pseudo. I enter the room and return their back on you like astronomy did Pluto. Your girl and a girlfriend attacked me up in the back seat. Had a fistful of both of their weave. Call it a track meet. You ain't Usher, ain't no confessing, no forgiving. Plus that body on your head gonna have me 7-figure living. That's just a throwaway verse, man. I got my boxing bars ready. Like I said, I thought I was gonna get Idris today, but that didn't happen. So, yeah.
All right, Rough House. Well, he's listening.
I like the astronomy turning back on Pluto.
He's definitely listening.
Syllable lines. Yo, that
Listen,
was dope.
while I got him on the line, Rough House, just go ahead and give us your thoughts. You can keep your vote. You can say it, but it's not going to count. It's got to go on Patreon. You can keep it personal, too. I know you're already a Patreon, so it's just a matter of you going to click the vote. But, yes, give us your opinion on the main event.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I said, both dudes did their thing, but I got to go with King Amin on there, man. Man, the bars, the metaphors, all of that. Info Joe was tight, you know what I'm saying? But like y'all said, he had the old school, more laid back, 1980s type flow. And you know what? I'm 47. I'm closer to Info Joe's age than probably anybody else around, man. But I was still feeling Amin's bars in there, man. But shout out to both of them dudes, man. They did their thing.
All right,
Yo,
champ.
should we give like live updates of the score or no?
I mean, we could. Right now, King Amin is in the lead with 58%. Info Joe has 42%. We only got a total of 24 votes. We got 2 hours left for that, but technically not really because the show and the battle is over. But, until we're done with all the calls, we won't give the final tally. You can only.
That's how it works.
What I like is that you can only vote once. I don't think you can change your vote, or I know for a fact you can't vote twice. So right now, like I said, 58-42, and I could see who voted. Like I could download the results.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's dope.
I don't think
That's
I could
cool.
see who voted for who, but I think I could see who
Oh,
voted.
got you.
But let's go out.
Listen.
Yo, Rough
Oh, go
House,
ahead.
Rough House. Just next time, I don't know if you was rapping on the speaker, but like I was having a little bit of trouble really getting into your rhyme because there was real bassy and kind of low. So it's like
muffled more is what I heard.
Yeah, muffled, perfect word. It was muffled, and I couldn't really clearly get the bars the way I wanted to receive them. So just next time, instead of holding the pad with two hands, hold the phone and hold the pad with one hand.
Yeah, good call. Good
Greatness
call.
is here. He was supposed to take on TJ Greatness, but TJ is a no-show. I don't know what rules you guys have set up.
You want me to step up?
I'm gonna throw some salt.
What?
Hold on.
Want me to be the back?
Damn,
Hold on, because I gotta get my little stab jab. I'm pretty sure if this was Mario who didn't show up, they would have stripped him. So I don't know. Is Sony gonna come tell us that all of a sudden Greatness won because TJ didn't show up? Because I guarantee Mario and Enrique stay asleep, they lose their titles. I mean, not that Enrique ever had one, but I mean, we working on that. We gonna get you a title shot, son. Yo, matter of fact, you want to step up to the plate? Or you just gonna spit?
I can step up to the plate, but I'm saying, you know, what I got is straight up off the back, no preparation. So
yeah, nah, that's
I mean, listen, that's on you if you're gonna take short notice fights and then try to make excuses. No preparation.
Yo, play my intro that I emailed you, man. Go ahead, play that real quick.
Oh, you said something new?
He about to spit it.
Damn,
he's about to get that legendary.
Every time he write a verse, he got a new intro.
Bro, this is like
that's fly stuff.
Look, he doing his numbers.
It's my ring walk. You know what I mean?
Cash coming in the helicopter right now.
I don't know if this is his ring walk or he obsessed. I'm gonna keep that. I gotta keep it to myself. It'll be a little joke. Maybe later I'll drop that one.
What are we doing? The Maurice Lee bite here?
I don't know what he got going on. I'm gonna hear it with y'all. You think is hot, or I could leave it at 100?
I don't know. Well, maybe you should mute and listen. I don't think it's hot.
I can't. But here we go.
Hot meaning as hot.
We gonna go live at it. Ready?
My heart is pumping again right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you ready to go under the lights?
What people was hearing was, nervousness or whatever the case may be. But I just want to make it clear, I didn't take you lightly.
Yeah, nobody taking me lightly. Next time you bring my name up, my stone fist Joan Ball break ya. Inshallah, for God's sake, that's a Victor Ortiz reference. Choke you at the press conference. Oh, I'm the gatekeeper. Look at me. I'm here to put you down, sleep you. You're creeping, but I beat you, insult you, overweight. You failed on the scale. I take that air like Holyfield. You yelling for attention, but I'm AB, bro. Brush my hair. This my HBO, my throne, my game. You always got to go, I mean. You Tecate ring girl, butt cheeks, thong, gone. Get up out of here. I swear, Ishe Smith tears. Bear witness, I'm the real greatness. You know that nervousness was out of fear. You heard me? Done. Inshallah.
He finished stronger. He finished stronger than he started, in my opinion. Let me get the greatness. It looks like the commission, I don't know. Let me see. Did they say you got the win or not? Greatness, talk to me. What's going on? Because you're part of those rules back there, man. What happens to no-shows? Because Curtis Harper actually got to the ring to give Ajagba the no-show, win.
He still got paid, right?
Yeah, no, because when you show up, you get paid. You know what I mean? So he walked in the ring, but he walked out. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't have to take the punch. He still gets the knockout. It's a TKO like that, or RDT or something like that. The point is he got the win. Greatness, you just listening? I mean, you want to say something?
I mean, I'm letting you speak. My fault. I was letting you speak.
What up, champ? So I didn't see TJ. Let me double check, see if he might have just jumped in late. No. So what has the commission decided? Is this going to be a postponement? Greatness.
You are required in the boardroom.
He said, well, Mr. 704 is saying Greatness got to battle in order to get the win. If neither rap, it's a no contest. So, I don't know. I think Greatness, as always, is having some internet issues.
I think that
we hear you now.
Okay, go ahead, Greatness.
Yeah. My fault, Mario. I mean, we keeping it boxing, man. I did not get a W today. We already solved that problem from previous weeks. If a fighter doesn't show up, you feel what I'm saying? Considering whatever the situation is, you know, we're not just gonna give him an L like that. You feel me? But from my understanding, my standby is Idris.
Yeah, Idris chose not to spit earlier as well. He said he wasn't gonna spit today. All he doing is issuing a
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good to go.
Oh, changed his mind. He said he wanted
Whoa,
peace.
he just finished. He just finished up. He like, this look good. I'm ready to go in.
No, he's like, this is prime pickings.
All right, well, greatness, man. You are what? Like, I mean, you the only one that showed it in your rap, so I feel like you deserve to get the choice, first or second.
Idris, let me hear you.
Uh-oh. Idris, you up first. Let me know when you need the bell, champ. Greatness, mute up.
Hold up. Let me just get that something out. Let me get that shit out of the vault real quick. Can you hear me clearly?
He said get it out the vault. I hear you.
Can you hear me clearly?
Clearly, yeah.
Got you, champ.
All right, 1 second. Yeah, man. So I do believe I was on standby, you know, so it's only fair that I just come in. And plus, you know, everybody's listening. It's not right that we just have the one. I wasn't planning to, but why not? So let me just go. Yeah.
All right.
You ready?
Got that last bar in line?
You want me to hit the bell?
Yeah.
Hey,
You know,
Idris.
I don't even want the bell because
Idris, do me a favor. Say your ABCs for a second, or a continued sentence with no pause, just to make sure your internet's good. Because I don't know if you pausing or we getting a little cut out on you.
No, do you know what? Let me put my headphones on. Give me 1 minute.
All good, champ. Yo, respect for this man for dropping in last minute like this. Yo, these are the toughest fights right here.
This is true, Mario. This is
how
how
legends are made.
This is how I know.
Hold
Idris
on,
is a
he's
contender.
there. Idris, say again.
Yeah, just tell me if you can hear me properly, you know, and then if you can hear me, I'll be all right.
I hear you properly. I get the feeling you in the bed, champ. You better get out that bed.
No, I'm not. All right, I like to hear that. I like that. You just woke me up, man. You just woke me up. I'm in war mode, man. You get your head slayed off if you're not ready, man. You don't be sleeping out here. Listen, I like that. That's what you said.
Tell me when
Shall I go?
Yeah, go.
All right, forget the bell. I'll just start spitting, and then, you know, that's what it is, man. All right, listen, man, I do it for my family's honor. You know, they try to write me off like I'm Anthony Joshua. Have you moving sideways like a crab and a lobster? Mr. Gibbs gonna have to call the ambulance on you, because I ain't gonna stop till I send this man to the doctor. He ain't no greatness. I'm the real greatness. Listen. Because I'm coming to this game like poltergeist. You know me, I move cold like I'm old and wise. My punchline, heavyweight like Deontay Wilder, Fury, Ruiz Jr., Joshua White, all combined. The 10 count, he won't survive. I got a suicide note that he wrote tonight. Says he picked to battle me, is how he chose to die. So I'm going to do a James Turney, turn off his lights. Y'all better say goodbye to him overnight. I have your homies laying roses with your bones decide. So don't bet against me. His odds are overpriced. I'm a 6. He a 1 when he rolled the dice. Boy, that's me.
All right. Let me go to greatness. Mario, can you take over while I prepare the voting poll?
I can definitely take over. Yo, just want to let you know, if you are a Patreon and you would like to compete, or you'd like to, get in a sanctioned solo freestyle to get ranked, you can do so every Saturday. And, if you can't get on a card, it's okay, because we just let you spit anyway. And, the format's starting to shape up really nice. You know what I'm saying? I do miss the voting calls a little bit. I feel like people should still give their. No. I know. I'm just saying, like, because we would take the vote. You know what I mean? So I would say, even if everybody has to vote on Patreon, which is a great idea, still, I would say if you want to, just give your vote anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give my vote in a little bit. let everybody know it's already voted. What's the deal? So, when we go to your call, please, let us know what you thought of it and how you voted.
Or
if you'd
not,
like.
or not, because maybe someone wants to keep it confidential. They don't want to hurt
Sure,
King
that's okay,
Amin's
too.
feelings or Idris' feelings or Joe's feelings. And I'm using everybody. I'm not singling
Yeah,
anyone
I
out.
feel
I'm
you.
just saying,
No,
it's like, sometimes that's why the voting process is always confidential, because, you don't want to lose friends over this. So that being said, we're minutes away from the post. Let's go out to Greatness to give us that second verse, or should I say the championship round. Greatness, Harlem.
How we living, man? How we living, man? All right, man. Hit that bell when you're ready, man.
Can you just give me a couple of words so I could adjust your audio, make sure we can hear you the right way?
Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me clearly now?
All right.
All right.
Hit the
That's
bell
how
when
we
we're
living.
ready.
That's how we living.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, we ready.
Oh, hold on.
I ain't here.
Nah,
Yeah.
I know. Here we go. I'm sorry. I had to turn it down because Idris didn't want it.
Listen, I'm the miggity Mac. Get him crisscross when I swing and attack. Hooks land. If you front, this punch will put you on your back. When I black out, you'll get Dillian White. I'll do Idris like AJ did Dillian White. Keep thinking I'm sweet. I got a Sugar Ray hook. My punches sting like bees with this Candyman hook. Jabs and punches will crash your medulla. Your hands like Edward Scissors. Mine's like Freddy Krueger's. These hands of steel would dominate for real. Act up if you want. You'll get dominate Brazil. I'm from Harlem. Calling you son is just short for Sonny Liston, because we all know what the greatest did to Sonny Liston. My bars are pure greatness. You just an apprentice. Punches to your grill will send you straight to Spencer's dentist. You as weak as a mere con. I put you in the air, con. I'll crash. You like Con Air when I Canelo with Mayor Con. When I battle anywhere, anytime, any place, I got combination punches that'll crack the safe. Pay attention, live life, and always be great. No excuses, stay striving and never hesitate. I'm not the one to break my word, but I'll break your jaw. And don't act like you never heard of greatness before.
All right. So let's get out to the callers. Let the voting process go ahead and begin.
Yo, real quick, should we if we're voting for Idris, are we voting for Cincinnati in the poll?
No, I'm creating a new one.
You're changing it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's gonna be out in a matter
James
of
Valdez
seconds.
had okay, awesome. Yeah, James Valdez had asked. I was wondering the same thing.
Nah,
So
I'm gonna delete
you're
that.
on Patreon right now. I mean, I'm sorry, if you're listening right now and you want to vote, it will be available on Patreon. The actual names between Greatness and Idris, which was an amazing battle. Whoa. This is how talented these dudes are. That they didn't even realize that they were facing each other. They didn't even realize they were facing each other today. And they still came at it with heat. Like, whoa. It's crazy, bro. Like, listen,
Mario,
I get that. Yeah.
I'm sorry I cut you.
No, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, you don't want to get your verse in right now before we go to callers and then results, because or you want to close
what I'm saying
the
is
show.
I decided that no. I decided I'm not gonna go today.
Okay.
At all.
Yeah. Make them, like boxing, right? Like get them a little desperate. They get too much Mario. It's about time they get none. Yeah, I mean, but look, the post is out. It's there. I even pinned it to make it easier. Now I'm putting it in the chat to make it simpler. I'm also putting it in Skype to make it even simpler. We're going to open up these phone lines. We're going to go to Caesar in California. What up?
Actually, I'm not in California right now.
Yes,
I'm still in Vegas.
Vegas, my bad, dog. I'm bugging.
I wish I was in California.
Me
but
too.
Gotta get this OT. You know what I'm saying? Man, the battles were dope, man. I really enjoyed that, man. I already put my vote in. I'm not gonna. Can I still say who I voted for, or just keep that to myself?
Well, you got to put the new vote in, because Idris versus Greatness is a new poll, just came out. But you could definitely let us know who you got in the main event.
In the main event, which was Info Joe and
correct,
and King. I mean, I got King Amin, man. He just went so hard, man. Huge respect to both guys, man. Just King Amin came hard, man. The metaphors were super legit, man. I just really enjoyed his verse. Although Info Joe brought me back to middle school.
He said middle school. Damn.
That flow, bro.
Idris.
Real quick,
Yo, what up?
I want to give my opinion on air, man. Like Info Joe, I'm not gonna take it away from. I'm gonna be the guy that votes for him, man, because nothing against Amin.
Because you don't like
You
Amin.
love the storytelling, right?
It was just like he painted the whole picture to me. You know what I'm saying?
Slick Rick. It's Slick Rick style. That's what Slick Rick used to do.
He painted the whole picture, and that was the victory. That picture was the victorious picture.
I gave him the flow and the smoothness of his flow, his overall fluidity. But I'm gonna have to give it to Amin on my behalf because he just had more boxing references, and it's his boxing bars, and we have to critique it in that matter.
He had more boxing reference. What are you taking away from
absolutely
Info Joe? Joe had the whole boxing event.
Exactly. No. You got to go back and listen. You'll understand what I'm trying to say.
My man said the mouthpiece hit the turnbuckle.
Not only that, he said I took the flight
with the gym bag.
Yeah, he said he took the
Going
flight to the
Barclay.
Barclay, come on, man. He painted a picture perfect. Bama Hoochie, whatever.
It was Peter Piper paint a picture. And he didn't change his flow to try to be better. You know, he came with his own thing.
Yeah. No, listen. I think that this is gonna be a situation where it's like, man, I'm gonna be a hater. I don't even care. I'm just gonna say it. I think that the judges are gonna take Amin to the finish line, even if he don't deserve it, just to keep him undefeated, because it's obviously their golden boy. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I feel like Info Joe killed it and deserves the win. Now, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. You know, I think that King Amin winning isn't like, it's not a stretch. You know what I'm saying? It's like it could have gone either way, but I just feel like the judges are gonna keep him there. You know what I'm saying? Because they want him to keep that spot. You know what
the
I'm
back
saying?
channel has made shirts for you called "It Could Go Either Way." No.
Yo, that was though like a 7-5 to me, bro. It was.
Shout out the Patreon that lets me see who voted and which way. I love it.
What you mean, which way? Like who they chose?
Hey yo, I'ma just say, where is that? Oh snap. Joe, you gotta go vote for yourself. Don't be modest. Amin voted for himself.
I knew it. I knew Amin.
I would do the same thing.
Go vote for yourself, Joe. Go vote for yourself, Joe. He voted for himself. Yeah, I ain't calling nobody else out. That was part, like, because I think that, that's like, that's fair. You know, if the participant voted for himself, well, then both of them should definitely even that out by both voting.
Definitely.
That being said, let's get to the rest of the. I'm sorry. Go.
No, I just love how the numbers are changing. Like we could see them live. You know what I'm saying? Like in real time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just updated for me. The numbers changed.
Let me see.
Yo, who's ahead? Idris or Greatness?
Idris or Greatness? Let me see. Greatness and Idris are at 16. Whoa. Idris 84%. Damn, that's a body. Bro, that's a body. I was like, whoa, 16%.
Yo, and that's what I mean. Like, Idris is a contender, champ.
That kid
look at Doomie. Yo, look at Doomie trying to pat himself on the back because he got that win.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull a Nesta Gibbs, but I don't got a long arm like him. But let me see. Hold on.
No, Mario already did that too. Talking about, yo, they only making Amin win because they want to see him versus me.
I was like, I thought he was gonna I was waiting for you to say something about it.
Yo, I want Idris, man. Make that happen. This is me at the post conference.
I gotta see if Idris. Let me go to Idris, but I also gotta check, did he vote for himself just to make it fair for Greatness?
Yo, listen to me. Y'all unwoke a beast in
He might as vote for greatness.
Cash just calling
Idris
everybody
voted
out.
for himself. Idris voted for himself. Joe, you ain't vote for nobody. What's up with you, Joe? Where you at? Anyway, let's get to the calls.
Phone
We're going out
and
to
take the vote.
We're going out to Idris. You went first because greatness is the A side. So this is you could do post fight and then you can do your obviously your call for the main event.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
We hear you.
You know what? Yeah, that was good, man. Big up greatness, man. Under the circumstances, obviously, it was a bit put together last minute. So, I did the Andy Ruiz, innit? Last minute. He wants the rematch, maybe.
Upset.
Do me. I want the rematch with you, really. Give that a few weeks. We got to hype that. That's got to be a big main event because
you got to get through me first, Idris.
We coming like,
hey, yo, Idris, I know you think you got the mandatory position, but I'm saying? I'm Tyson Fury and you Dillian White you right now, champ. You know what I'm saying? You got to get through a couple of guys first, champ. You had your chance.
Hey, it's up to you, man. It's up to you. It's all up to you if you want to do it and stuff, but, that's what it is. But
we gotta marinate it again. You just performed at a high level, and right now I think that the fight is gonna get spicier. It's gonna get bigger between us. A couple more matchups. I know I gotta take on a couple of guys, and we could meet each other at the end for a big fight.
Don't take the loss. Don't take away the marination, man. Hey, but Info Joe, big up Info Joe, because you know what? I gave it to King Amin, but at the same time, I think Info Joe, on a cypher level, no one will take him. No one will beat him on a cypher level. It's kind of different.
I'm going to sound like a hater, but I don't see you all smoking mirrors, man. I ain't see no special effects.
Hey, is that casual?
That's casual,
yeah.
Come on, casual, man. Do you want me to take you on next week, man? I'll take you on.
You put me to sleep with your verse.
Listen, let's just spar.
He said you put him to sleep and he called him out right after.
He said, this is an easy one. I don't know, champ.
You gonna be the female opponent they calling for me to face.
Hey, listen, man. I'll bring you to camp and get you ready for your next one because that's what you need. Yeah, we can put the differences aside, man. Don't make me an enemy, man. Make me a friend.
All right, Idris, let me get to greatness.
Into the pool.
Yo, he is the man.
Greatness, post-fight interview. Listen, until all the calls are done, greatness, we don't have a final result, but I'm refreshing. And we're at, it changed, 79% to 21%. What up?
I feel your pain, greatness.
Yo,
I've been there.
Greatness. Yo, why you bombing all the post fights, man? Get out of here. Yeah, we hear you. We hear you, greatness. I'm trying to get Fan Man out the ring.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I heard Fan Man. I wasn't sure if he used my voice as an intro, as a compliment. But you know what I'm saying? I'm glad he pursuing greatness. That's what's up. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure on the post fight. Shout out to my man Idris. For sure. We just gonna wait for the callers. You dig what I'm saying? To go through and make sure these votes go through. But other than that, man, I didn't get a chance to hear the rest of the card. To be honest, I was handling a couple of things, so I got to catch the playback and catch the main event. And I believe it was an undercard, right? I was the co-main. So I got to catch that undercard. But other than that, man, we ready to go. We ready to work. However the result is, it's the rise of the Bat Channel. You understand? And I think Sony brought that to my attention. And what I think he meant by that was just the simple fact that all the times where the Bat Channel spoke together, argued together, and came to solutions together. You feel what I'm saying? So we on the rise like that. And we got to keep pushing that, man, and keep this boxing. And that's all I got. And I'll definitely be back for a rematch with Idris if need be, because he was there for the standby. TJ, you still on my mind, that's for sure. So if hopefully everything is good on your side, but until then, you still on my mind, TJ. I got you.
Greatness.
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yo,
I want to ask you a question too.
Oh, I bet, man. But I need you to do me a favor, Ness. I want you to go to your toolbox. I want you to tighten the screws on that hoop in your backyard and work on that step back jumper, all right?
Yeah, I don't really need a jumper. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, but we'll see. I'm telling
Nah,
you.
you're not taking it in on me. You think you're gonna be able to body me. You're not. You gotta create. You gotta be able to dribble.
I
Do all that.
I
But
don't
what's your
got
question?
about you. The question was actually, did you vote on yourself? I don't see you here.
Oh, no. We can you do that?
You could definitely
Yeah,
vote
bro.
on yourself. I mean, Amin did it, so I'm trying to make sure everybody does it. But yeah, that's that.
Oh, sounds good, man. Sounds good, man. All right, but of course we got to move on. But yo, man, salute to y'all, man.
All right. Cheers. Yeah, so remember, if you want to make a vote, head on over to patreon.com. You'll see the poll. You can also find it in the chat. We're going out to Info Joe post-fight. Joe, what do you know?
Yo, what's up, champ?
What up?
Hey,
Joe.
Hey, we don't have I should just give my opinion about Idris and greatness, or just
do your
my
post-fight. Do your post-fight, and then you could go into your opinion on the main event. I mean, you are the main event on the co-main event. Sorry.
My post-fight, man, I don't know if I'm the victor or the loser yet, though, so it's kind of hard to talk about that right now. Shit. But
I mean,
shout out
I
to
could give you a refresh if you want right now. We got a few more callers left, but if you can't sway them with your call, the main event tally so far is at 65% King Amin, 35% Info Joe, 31 total votes.
All right, then. Well, first off, shout out to King Amin. You did that, champ. No excuses. You did that, man. Just like in boxing, man, you gotta be. You don't want to know how to be a good winner. You gotta know how to be a good loser, man. But it sounds like you got it so far, man. But I'll be back. That's for sure. You know there ain't no show without Info Joe. But
yo, Info, I got a question for you.
I got
a question. When you had the blank pad, like what was on your mind? Was you like, yo, I'm gonna tell a story, or you just put words to rhyme and it became a story?
Actually, in my mind, I thought it out already. I wanted to, that's why I put in there, I'm going to the East, flying from South Central, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to get a whole visual, like when I said I'm walking into the arena, you know what I'm saying? Gladiator mode, I just wanted to paint a picture, man. Yeah, I know I can't flip it like the younger dudes, but I know I can try to paint a picture and tell a story. And that was my main goal right there. As long as I told it,
Yeah, Info. I gave you overall flow and fluidity. I gave it to you, man. It's just what made me turn the other corner was the boxing references. Maybe a few more boxing references, and I would have gave it to you.
You're insane, man.
That's why I disagree with you. I think if you listen to it from beginning to end, it was all boxing.
It was all boxing.
I don't want to go against him and say the same shit. Like, yo, that picture. It was all an event, a boxing event.
It was him going to a fight and having a fight.
I don't know what else was missing on there. Like he has to say, yo, the referee separated them and I dropped.
Yo, Doomy got an envelope. Doomy received the envelope, Joe.
It was names. It was.
Yeah, but it was.
It's like if I say I'm gonna punch you in the face and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, like it's still fighting. But when I mean boxing references, I mean like references to what we're watching now. But anyway, everybody's critique is different, so it's nothing against your flow. Your flow, overall flow was fire to me.
Somebody paid for his vote.
The content took it for me. The content gave it to me. I was like, yo, my man got content. He was the hottest YouTube channel right now.
You painted a story, and you brought me into a scene. And that's what I liked about it. You know what I'm saying? That was like the overall flow. I was just like, damn, he taking it from the plane all the way to the ring. But Amin came hard. And I think, you know what it is? I think that all that, the 80s flow, man, a flow is a flow. I mean, look, if you know how to put the words together and it's sounding fire, I mean, I don't know what's the difference between the 80s flow and the 90s flow. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Hey, man, if I was going to lose anybody, I wouldn't mind losing the King Amin. That's my brother. And, when we hook up, we going to smoke one together. So it's all good. But I'll be back. As far as Idris,
you ain't going to put hands on him?
I put my vote in. Go ahead.
You not gonna put hands on him when you see him? Yo, when I see him, I'm gonna put my hands on him.
No, man, we just go smoke together, man. That's what we do. That's my man from the East, New Jersey's finest. But I'll be back though, man. Shout out to Idris and Greatness. I put my vote in, man. Hats off to both of y'all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Is Ness froze? What's going on?
I'm not froze.
Nah, he there.
I hear you. I'm just smiling, man. I'm smiling. I can't have a happy smile on my face. Damn.
Show running smooth.
Let me go to Izzy in Oklahoma.
Hey, good morning, man. That was a good main event. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't vote. I couldn't. It's like King Amin came out hard, and then Info Joe's flow was so pretty, man. It's like Jurassic 5 type stuff out there. So I couldn't even vote.
What? But
I know.
Yo, Joe needs the vote too. He needed y'all. Where y'all at, man? Where did Joe?
Well, I didn't vote for either. I mean, I love both those dudes, and so I said, you know what? It was too close, and I kind of thought Amin was gonna eat him up, but he didn't. I don't think he did, but it was too close.
So you think it was like a draw?
Yeah, that's. I'm going Brandon last week. I'm going to just a draw. We need a second round.
I mean, the only way to do that is to vote for Joe. You got to get it tighter.
Because now I think it's time to move on. I think King's looking like he's going to take it, and we know what that means.
Oh, see, Mario, you was right, Mario. You was right. Look at it. He said it without saying it subliminally. He said, "Nah, King Amin gonna take it," and we know what that means. He get to fight Mario. I told you, Mario. You always right. You always right. Let's go out to King Amin, the champ. Looking like you the champ so far, champ. What up, though?
Yo, what's good?
Actually, we went to you because you was first because Joe was seniority, but whatever. I mean, you officially won now. Might as well get the floor.
Yo, what's good? What's good, TBV?
Chin. Good.
Yo. First of all, like I said, we touched gloves. I don't know if anybody remember how funny it was. Remember Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson leaning on each other, you know what I mean, after the fight? That's me and Joe right now. We laughing, man. You know what I'm saying? We laughing and bugging out, man. Because, like, yo, I'm going to tell y'all something. Real talk, I don't care what nobody say. Like, yo, this morning, I had, like, it took me a while to get it together because I couldn't, like, I had bars for Joe, but I was like, nah, I'm not, like, you know, so, and by no means am I implying that I held anything back. What I'm saying is, going up against Joe, it wasn't me walking into it like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just go in there. And when he started talking about that, I ain't nothing in my bag with it. I said, oh man. So you know, it was a good
you ain't
battle,
got the killer
man.
instinct. That's cool. I get it. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
But you ain't saying nothing, son. You ain't saying nothing, Junior. You ain't saying absolutely nothing, Junior.
He said you went soft.
Oh, he calling him Pacquiao.
I mean.
Hey, Golovkin, keep letting them hit you, Golovkin. Keep letting them hit you, Triple G.
Now, everybody up there, sign up. Send a contract. You talk about I got bad promotion. Ness, you don't want them boys to get eat up. That's to a bad promotion.
Hey, yo, that was bad promotion. I mean, I'd have had you in an eliminator, man. That would have been an eliminator for an interim belt. Like, you just fought one of the...
Now.
Bruh, what? That wasn't no eliminator? I ain't see no contract of that. Don't try to make that up now because I showed y'all flaw. That ain't no eliminator. Mario ain't got no mandatory. Don't try to say it's a mandatory all of a sudden. That wasn't no eliminator bout.
He beat the number one, though.
Remember, Dillian White could be the... Dillian White was the number one for 2 years. Until you fight an eliminator match that was approved by the sanctioning body, you ain't nothing but a number one.
But there's only one title here. It ain't 5 titles.
Exactly. Yeah, we talking per sanction.
But there's more than one person that you could argue deserves a shot.
No,
so
there's
I'm
a
saying
ranking
I think
system.
You should have an eliminator.
There's a ranking system, but he's number one, or rather, Joe was number one. I mean, you was number 6. You just jumped up.
Y'all let Conor McGregor jump in here and get a fight twice. You know what I'm saying? A circus act.
Yeah.
It ain't no way in hell.
Good representation.
I ain't number one.
Good representation. You listen. remember, we argue this in boxing all the time. I always say, like, I don't understand how the number 6 fights the number 1 and doesn't become the number 1. It technically should be that way, but it don't always happen that way. Secondly, you was number 6, he was number 1. This is like I said from the beginning, bad representation. I'd have had you in an eliminator. You'd have had your interim title right now. You wouldn't even be arguing. You'd be in your post-fight taking pictures with the Tecate girls, but you got poor representation. Week after week, I tell y'all got jokety-joke doing y'all thing. Come over here. Come over here.
You know what's funny too? You know what's funny is he got such a passionate fan base that they sway the opinion, because before everything started, I was seeing Doomy versus Mario pay-per-view, Doomy versus Mario super fight. Yo, my man Doomy,
we
if
could
anybody
do that.
deserves
That's
a shot.
in-house. That's in-house. We could do that all day.
I tell you what.
So it's like I'm
I'm
just
gonna
saying,
do like Riddick Bowe.
You the
I'm gonna
flavor
do
of
like
the month.
Riddick Bowe and throw the
flavor of
belt
the
in the
month,
trash can if I don't get Mario next. Who else I got it back?
But you ain't got a belt. Hey, yo, he said he gonna throw his belt in the trash can. What belt? The imaginary one? Okay, Tyson Fury. Look, cuckoo,
Yo,
cuckoo.
He's the flavor of the month, bro. He's the flavor of the month.
Yo, hold up. Let me question him about. Everybody relax. Give the man respect, right? He's winning. So let's talk. I mean, how did you feel about Joe's flow? Did it impress you? Were you surprised? Was it as pretty as Izzy described it, like Muhammad Ali? To me, when he described it as pretty, I was like, yo, that's the Muhammad Ali fight right there. How did you interpret?
That's the thing about Joe. I definitely I like the fact that he didn't try to sound like everybody tried to come with their energy. Even Idris improvement this week, he was in his own pocket. Because when everybody was coming kind of low energy, just trying to rap, then everybody come high energy. That's why I threw in the shoulder roll. Everybody trying to come with that high energy. So when Joe came with what Joe does, you just gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that he told the story and he was smooth about it. I was just glad he ain't put the video on and come out with some props, because then I would have definitely probably lost. If Joe would have had the gloves on or anything, if Joe would have had a mic in his hand, I would have been done probably.
Right. So now that we got that out your system, what you think about Mario flow?
Let me tell you something. Mario is a worthy opponent. Anybody that show up on boxing bars, because that's what I'm saying. Y'all not gonna make me battle TJ. TJ didn't even show up. TJ ducked me his first battle. He ducked Idris. Look at Idris stepped in there. You know what I'm saying? So Mario, you know, he's there. He's there. He does what he does. And let me be honest. Mario is good at what he does because he's good with his pen. Nobody can deny that. You know what I mean? So, you know, he's at where he's at because he does what he does. So, you know, I'm just excited, you know, at the opportunity.
You saying he's Nas looking out the window? That's what you saying?
Well, I'm on the sidewalk. I'm battling every other week. I got bars every other week. You know, if he want to let the main event be the main event and he want to spit, you know, do whatever he gonna do.
What about Doomy? He's in the mix. I'm not in the mix no more. Apparently, the people spoke me out of the mix. But Doomy's in the mix. He got praises. I haven't heard him spit. I mean, I did, but not as a battle. What are your thoughts on Doomy?
Doomy is definitely a dangerous opponent. Doomy and Idris, I would like to see them run that back. But Doomy's making some headway in that. I got to listen. Like I said, anybody get in there and spit, you know. I don't know if that was antics last week where he was, you know, playing head games, show up at the last minute, but you know, anybody that get on here, you know what I'm saying? And listen, Roughhouse is in the mix. You know, so I understand what it is. They say so, you know, it's you know, you gotta get representation. So before the next fight, you know, before I even, you know, say whoever, I'm gonna make sure my representation is right so that way the fight count. But it's a lot of guys out there that's in the mix, you know, but you know.
Right.
Yo, shoot me an
who you
inbox.
want next?
Shoot me an
Who you
inbox,
want
champ.
next?
Shoot me an inbox, and that never happened, man. I heard you finally just see the light and speak of getting your representation right, man. Shoot me an inbox, man. We gonna get you right all the way.
I feel you. I mean, I think I need better representation right here. Like, I need somebody to be my megaphone.
Nah, the problem with you is you don't let nobody be your megaphone. You do your own thing. Remember, I was trying to set you up with Sony. You wanted to go your own way. Like you don't even consult with me. You know what I mean? But look. It is what it is. Mario
Boxing
Mario
is back. I'm back.
Mario and I and Doomy and I, we in sync, man. And you see they records, man. Like, you got to get in sync with your managers and them.
He left me out. He left me out the sync.
No, I said
Breaking
we in
news:
sync.
J&J Promotions has filed bankruptcy.
I was like, bro, I thought
They on holiday.
You got me. Yo, listen. I just want to make this very clear.
I want to hear from greatness after you, bro.
Okay, I just want to make this clear so everybody knows. Per the commission, okay, this wasn't Ness, this wasn't me, so nobody else. Per the commission, I have 3 weeks. My team has 3 weeks to set the match when a mandatory is called. So once they give the mandatory, right, whether they, vote on it or whether they have an eliminator, when that mandatory is set from that date, my team has 3 weeks to set that matchup, okay? So I don't want to hear nothing about no ducking. I ain't ducked nobody. I'm just saying that everybody got to go through the system. There's channels.
I mean,
otherwise
look,
it'd be chaos.
There's only a few winners. Doomy, ain't you undefeated?
Yeah, I am undefeated.
All right. Idris lost. Greatness lost. Enrique lost. Joe lost. But somehow King Amin is the mandatory. Not my fighter, who I'm correctly representing and fighting for, vouching for. If Amin, with 1 win on his record, is mandatory, then why isn't Doomy? But greatness, feel free. Let us know.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, no doubt. No, hold on. Let me take you off speaker.
Greatness the winner?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just taking y'all off speaker. That's all. Ness, I definitely feel you for your petition with Doomy. We definitely going to consider that. Doomy was definitely a part of that conversation. However, we greatly took in consideration for the people. The people immediately, including yourself, put up a title shot for Amin. So that was a reference that the commission was going after.
But can you just help me understand something? Are you trying to say now that this was always a title eliminator and we just made the mistake of announcing it as one?
No. I'm not gonna say y'all made a mistake. I'm gonna just say great minds is thinking alike. Again, like Doomy mentioned, we the trailblazers of this. We coming as we go. I would say maybe the commission could have notified you specifically with Mario. But however, we didn't get to that. But that was definitely always a part of the conversation. That wasn't something that just came out today.
So you're saying Joe, was an eliminator?
Yes. So that means if Joe would have won, Joe would have been our mandatory. Now let me say this is something that let me say
I didn't hear nothing about that.
Me either. And this is like a constant
hold
theme.
Ness, before you say that,
Go ahead. The floor is yours. The floor is yours.
This is not something that we have set in stone. But I will say that this was something in deep conversation. We already knew Info was already heading towards a title shot. And then Amin presented his freestyle, and I already spoke about Amin. So from that alone, we looked at that and said that would be the title eliminator. That was actually a conversation that happened after you, Mario. So you always knew that you was going to have a mandatory coming. However, like I mentioned before, we didn't announce it to you directly. I would like to add, maybe I'm wrong, but I do know that the sanctioning body, they keep the mandatory anonymous sometimes. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I heard. That's what I'm dead ass, man.
Yo, y'all try anything, yo. But let me get the rest of the call.
You're not trying anything. Mario was with us.
Listen. They did tell me that I was gonna have a mandatory call, but they definitely told me that they were going to make an eliminator, and that's what I'm trying to say is that nothing about this they said was an eliminator. Like, I just wish I would have known.
But that's why great minds
is all I'm saying. I'm not tripping. I'm just saying it would have been
I'm
nice
saying
to
that
know
y'all brought it up,
before.
though. Coincidentally,
I hear you,
y'all brought it up.
greatness. I hear you, greatness, but that doesn't make it a contract. But let me get to some other callers. People been waiting. I don't want them to, we'll get back to that. That's obviously something else. You know what's funny, Mario? That you keep having these conversations with people that you allegedly are aware of everything, then, you're not aware. I don't know what's going on your conversation, but you need to be careful because that's weird. This is the second time now they say, no, well, Mario was there, Mario knew. And it's like, how, first of all, just for the audience who is basically the jury, I mean, come on. How sad is this? If this is a title eliminator, like, doesn't King Amin and Info Joe, two callers that have been listening to the show over 6 years, they don't deserve for their fight to be announced that way? No, it takes Nestor to say that one person has poor representation. So it takes me to take a shot at the representation of one person for this to all of a sudden magically become an eliminator that, and I quote, wasn't set in stone. Last I checked, that means it wasn't finalized, but
Yeah,
whatever,
I think we
man.
gotta
It's
get
crazy.
Sony because
No,
that's what I'm saying is
it's
like
just crazy. Look, this show was going so good, but there's always a way to bring you guys down. Like, I mean, did Dillian White fight down Oscar Rivas was a mandatory? Excuse me. Did Deontay Wilder find out that Dillian White and Oscar Rivas was a mandatory the night of the fight? Or did we know in articles for weeks to come? Wasn't it not mentioned as an interim title? You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Izzy, no, we went to Izzy. JT, talk to us, man.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this motherfucker. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yeah, good morning. I just hopped on, y'all. I don't even know y'all did they do the battle yet or anything?
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Both battles are done.
All right, who got the victory?
Looks like Amin beat Info Joe and
Idris.
Idris. I was about to call him Israel. Idris beat Greatness.
Oh wow. Dang. Yeah, man. I don't really got nothing on it. So we hyping up the Amin versus Mario next? That's the battle right there.
Yeah, man. We just found out it was an eliminator. Let me get to some other calls.
Hey,
Before you get to that call, super chat.
No problem. Mario, don't duck your eliminator you just found out about.
Yo,
DBX.
Oh, you got it? Go ahead.
Yeah, DBX, voice of the people, question mark. Make a poll for matchups, 100. I thought we did that.
Nah, we never made a poll for matchups, but you see,
okay.
the thing is that we really can't. Again, I don't have anything to do with matchups. I'm just thinking logically, right? Like, Sony has to contact people, see who's available, what Saturday. Some people need babysitters. It's not as easy as you and I saying, I want to see this guy face this guy.
Exactly.
Maybe we can do that and then work to schedule that, but it is off availability. Look, we had some people scheduled today that didn't even show.
Exactly, and that's what I want to make this clear. It's not that I have a problem with like making a mandatory. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do think that Doomy is being overlooked, but it's not.
No,
they keep saying
that our fighter has a loss. They keep giving Doomy a loss. Where's your loss at, Doomy? Who you lost to?
Listen, I think that if you got to look at it from my perspective, it's like if I didn't know this was a mandatory, right, and I don't even find out for a week or two, and I have 3 weeks to set that mandatory, like, you know what I'm saying? That don't work because it's like, what if I have a scheduling conflict and then I only have 1 week to do it? It's like, I got to know, like, I have to know so that way, okay, in this 3 weeks, I'm going to set it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I would have known before, I would have already been in my head ready to set up for next week.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
The amount of communicating that me and Sony do, this is just coming left field for me. You know what I mean? Because he does a fantastic job of how he wants things to go. He words it, bro. He doesn't just, like, his itineraries are like screenplays. if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if this was a title eliminator, believe me, it would have been there. I'm going to copy and paste right now his itinerary and send it to y'all. In the meantime, let me go to CYP, California. Talk to me.
Chip.
Yo. I woke up late, but I went back. I listened to both battles. Man, King Amin, he won. I think greatness won. Now, end of the day, it's a vote. Y'all can vote the way I want to. I ain't even here to argue who I thought was better. But Mario, I got to give you props because you're a 5'4" Mexican dude who ducked out of Border Wars, but you actually on here killing these dudes every single week in battle rap. If this was real battle rap, your whole career, your timeline would be easy to write down, decipher, and murder you. But they can't figure that shit out. So you must be really good at what you do, man. Other than that, hope the show grows. Hope y'all add some more rules so we can hear some more aggression. But that's just the way I like it. Anyway, you know how I do. CYP out.
Thank you, champ. Thank you, man. Always good to hear kind words. We definitely want growth. And speaking of growth, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We went live on the YouTube channel 3 times yesterday. And I think we did Patreon as well. So, yeah, you don't want to miss any of that. Right now, let me refresh this. It looks like we're at 114,745. So we're slowly climbing up to that 115,000, but we're gonna get it. You know, the little engine that could. I think I can. Let me go out to
I like the new voting, the new poll voting. That's like official.
Yeah, there's no discrepancies, no arguing. It's
there's no arguing.
You know,
so I deserve my ranking back.
I mean, that doesn't work that way, but shout out to, I think it was Ryan or York who who suggested that on the Untitled show. We're going out to NO in the New Orleans. What it do? Chant!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the
Magnolia. What up?
What's down? Good morning, man. Good morning. I'm just getting in. I missed the battle. I ain't gonna even lie. I missed the battle. But it got something I just want to get some clarification on. I'm hearing the ranking system and shit. And I'm hearing on the back end, bro, that people getting $25 cash apps for step aside money. That's true.
I don't know.
How all of a sudden people becoming mandatories. But you know what I'm saying? With one scrap, like Lomachenko, like one scrap.
Thank you, an unbiased boxing boss fan. Thank you. One scrap mandatory. See, that's a shot at what's going on. It's true. And Doomy, did you receive a $25 cash app to step aside?
That's what I heard.
Absolutely not.
$25 cash app to step aside, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this shit really getting grimy. Like this real boxing. You feel me? So I'm trying to see how the ranking system works. Can anybody
sent the
explain
$25? Because I'm
as far as I know, which I don't know much, because I try to stay neutral, so I'm not part of the commission or the ranking system. But yeah, that's all I could tell you. I don't know how they come up with their ranking of a fighter, because I ain't part of it. But we got Landlord. Talk to me.
Landlord
just listening, going once. Natural Wiz Canada, what up? Toronto, all right? Toronto? I'm wrong about that?
No. Hamilton.
Oh.
Steel Town.
Okay.
Steel Town, man. Yeah, man. Great battles, lovely battles. I'm trying to get on those daily shows, but I'm garbage, man, so it's kind of hard. But other than that, man, the battles were great. I'm really loving the voting system. That's awesome. That is awesome. So yeah, man, I'm just gonna continue to listen. I'm gonna have to write something and get on this next week or 2 weeks.
Oh, shout out to you.
I'm gonna have to because I don't know. I'm seeing that. You know what? I'm seeing some easy food, man.
Let's get it.
Oh,
I might want
Yo, I
Doomy.
felt the same. It ain't
Oh, he said I might
man.
want Doomy.
I might Doomy, man. I don't know.
He
I don't
want to
know,
step
man. He
up to
looking
the
like easy
plate.
work right now. So
Oh my
I'm
God, he
gonna
called him easy work.
I'll get my pen and paper, man.
Oh man, all right, champ. Well, can't wait for that debut for sure. And that's what it's about, man. Similar to Border Wars, man, it takes a couple of participants to get ahead and get in the fire for others to see. Look, man, it's all fun. It's all love. No one's here to clown anyone.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And like CYP said, man, we only wanted to get bigger, man. So
And-
Natural Wizard's been listening, and to become a participant will only do that, make it bigger.
Definitely, and that's the thing too. I want to say, I want people, I want the commission to understand. It's like we talk about the rankings, right? The rankings are meant to be debated. They're meant to be, I don't want to say criticized, but like that's what we do. You know, we get the WBC rankings and we say, "Oh, I like that he's there. Oh man, he should have been here." Or you know what I'm saying? So like,
Or why is he there?
exactly. So it's like you're never going to make everyone happy, and their job is to keep it as fair as possible and to justify it in the fairest means. Now, if somebody has a different position, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what makes this conversation fun, because it's like, yo, I could try to make a debate right now that Idris deserves to, I don't know, at least be in the discussion. I mean, yeah, he lost to Doomy, but yo, this kid keeps taking on anyone and everyone, and he has not spit a bad verse once.
Yo, Mario, what does the S stand for in the rankings?
It stands for, damn, Sonny told me. I have a legend. Hold on.
All right, well, let me go to Sony. Talk to me.
Yo, what's up, Dansky? You hear me?
Perfectly, Commission.
All right. So this shit is, hey yo, excuse my language, but this is getting crazy because I don't know how much more of this criticism I could take. Just give me a couple seconds. I promise I won't be long-winded. Last week you said you wanted to be on the call. I said last week we do a conference call every Saturday night. So if you want to be on that conference call, you could be on the conference call with Mario, so that way there's a second voice. Third of all, this whole title eliminator stuff, I don't see why anybody cannot see the magic of this beautiful fight card that we had today. Because you got Info Joe and King Amin, who before last week would never agree to battle each other, and just for the sake, Ness, based off your words about everybody going after Mario, why can't the Bat Channel get together and show you that we can do it on our own and not call out Mario every week? That was the whole purpose of this card. No, it was not a title eliminator. How can it be a title eliminator if King Amin is ranked number 4 and Greatness is ranked number 3 and Izzy, before he retired, was ranked number 2? It makes no sense. So therefore, that's why King Amin and Info battled today, so we can set up a future title eliminator. So to throw all this shade on this shit and yo, I'm going to ramble and I don't want to do that, but
You're
just
the first
know,
person to curse too, twice. But listen, Sony, let me ask you some questions, because I feel your frustration. But the problem is, I think you're directing it at me. When we are in agreements, you literally just came on here and proved me right by saying it was never a title eliminator. It's only to find a position for the future title eliminator. So we agree. You and I are saying the same thing. I haven't received anything from you saying this was a title limiter. There's only very eager people to see Mario fall trying to say this was an eliminator. But the truth is, you just cleared it up. I wasn't on the call. You're right, but you were, and you said it's not, and I'm good with that.
Yeah, and see, and from my perspective, it wasn't even as much about like, oh, like me knowing, I mean, I got 3 weeks to set it, so that's not a big deal. It was more about the promotion of it.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have,
know.
if it would have been an eliminator, exactly. I should have known.
Mario,
But if it was an eliminator, we would have promoted it like it should have been promoted that way.
Exactly. You're going about it wrong. I think that the main thing is should be like the winner of this gets to face money made money. Like, that's how it is. Like, that's what broadcasters do when you're on the undercard and you're supposed to fight the main event. Like, we didn't have that opportunity. The thing is, week after week, The verses are so good, and nobody wants to wait 7 days. I get it. Nobody wants to wait 7 days for outcomes and, oh, is Mario going to face this guy? But at the end of the day, there's a ranking system, and I'm glad Sony cleared it up because I'm looking at the rankings and Intrigue lost. Now, are you guys going to tell me that the commission and the ranking systems are the IBF and Intrigue, who was the back channel's unsigned or unclaimed champion, they made him number one without a fight. They made him your mandatory, actually, without a fight, right? We put him in there. So where does he drop? Does he drop 15 like Sean Porter, or does he stay number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, You understand what I'm saying? And
I guess is he paying? I guess it works if they're paying the sanctity fees.
And what about? And
I ain't getting no $25.
Do me. They said you lost to Izzy. Did you lose to Izzy?
Nah, man, we cleared that up a long time ago, man. Sony knows too, man. I don't know why Izzy's trying to. Izzy, if you want to come back and battle, come back, champ. I'll clubber lang you till you come back.
But how did you lose to them according to them? I need to understand.
I remember it was the time where I couldn't be present.
So they're giving you a loss because you didn't show up. Unlike they're doing to TJ today. I just love how when it comes to us. I love it.
Because I guess he forgot.
Don't even say it because I love how when it comes to this team, if you guys don't show up, you take a loss. But Greatness came on during his call and said, no, we cleared that up last time. If TJ didn't show up, he doesn't get a loss, but Doomy does. Okay. Cool. And then, again, there's other people. Stainless, who signed to us, he gets skipped in the mandatory eliminator position. So I'm glad Sony cleared that up. We can move on to Stainless, who deserves.
Speaking of Stainless, quick, prayers again to your family, to the wife, to the sister.
Yeah. You had a lot of comments in that video too, champ. A lot of people sent you prayers in the comment section post video.
Bless, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, look, man, this is turning out to be, another little situation where we're gonna adapt and get by it. You know what I'm saying? This is just what it is. We know now that this wasn't an eliminator, even though Greatness after the battle said it right away. I guess that's you can't blame him. He wants to hold the position. He's been consistent in his battles, back to back. So I don't blame him, but it is what it is. This is not the title eliminator.
Nah, well, Greatness wasn't in. It was in his Amin and Joe. Greatness was on Undercard.
And that would have been my thing. Is because listen, the first and only time that I was on a full call for the commission, we had talked about Greatness possibly getting a shot because, to beat Enrique twice, that's a big deal. He deserves something. You know what I'm saying? Now he lost today. So it's that was my whole thing. It's we got to promote it the right way. These guys deserve to be promoted, for an eliminator. That's a big deal. And so Sony coming on, clearing it up. And to be honest with you, that's why I said it from the beginning. I said, let's bring Sony on because he always does clear it up. The situations are never as real as they seem. It's just miscommunication or misunderstanding.
I think this being overanalyzed, man. Just stop with responding to the people who make it misunderstanding. It causes confusion and a long ass conversation on air when we should be talking about yo, was the poll hacked? How did Idris even beat Getty?
Yo, shots fired at Idris. Let me go out to Stainless, man.
Fired.
Stainless in Detroit. Talk to us.
Red belt, black belt, WO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, TBV, what's good?
What up? How's everything with you and the fam, champ?
Hey, I'm actually in Detroit. It's visitation for my sister tomorrow, so me and my whole family gonna go sit down and show her some love. I did want to start out by saying thanks to everybody in the chat for all the love and prayers, man. Everybody who messaged me on Skype and text me as well, I greatly appreciate it. My children's mother actually ended up back in the hospital Wednesday night or Thursday night, Friday morning. So, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely that's why I had to pull out of this week's competition too. shout out to Sony and JP for carrying on without me and keeping the show going, man. I do appreciate that. Not that one monkey gonna stop the show, but you know what I'm saying. The commission definitely gets it in. Speaking on that, and I hope that I say it right because I don't mean any disrespect to greatness when I say it, but Sony is the commissioner. That dude has the final word and final say in everything. Put some respect on that man's name because he put a lot of work in to make sure this show goes off without a hitch, even though they do, and he still keeps it moving. He still hits us up every Saturday night to discuss rankings and to discuss setups for other fights. So that man is doing 100% of this work in the background. Greatness as well. You know what I'm saying? And those two guys together have definitely put together an elite crew and are putting in the work. So, and it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? I can definitely say that because I'm on those calls with those guys. Like, there's a lot of discussion that takes place, and we have to be a little super critical or high.
Let me go out to Rough House Boxing. I know things changed. There was a whole nother battle before. Oh, he's gone. Is this Decatur, Georgia? Talk to me.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? I just want to simply say shout out to literally everybody, man, from the voters to the callers, you know what I mean, to everybody who rap, because y'all actually did good this time. You know me, I don't get down, but I always be listening, y'all. So I appreciate y'all for keeping the BS out the way and keeping it a hundo. And who the commission again?
Sony.
He's the commissioner,
Sony,
but there's more people. There's more people.
Oh, well, shout out to everybody. I ain't gonna leave nobody out. Well, shout out to everybody, man. Y'all keep that junk going just like this, man. Y'all will be all right, shout. That's my thing. I'm out, man. Y'all be easy.
All right. Thank you for calling in. We got greatness with a counter punch.
Hey man, how y'all living, man? Y'all hear me clearly?
Perfect.
Bless, brother.
Yeah, man. So I'm definitely glad we cleared that up, man. I guess the things that I was saying was being misinterpreted, but I'm definitely glad Sony pulled up and cleared everything up. So definitely, yo, Ness, man, you got to hold it down, my guy. You got to think more about your step back jumper as opposed to just getting so angry and about to spread a crazy narrative. You know what I'm saying?
What
just
narrative?
Pull up to the. I'm just saying, man. You let me get my 45. You kind of jumped the gun. You get what I'm saying? Join the call. You feel what I'm saying? Come back here. Bring that energy to the back call because it's on the rise. You seen the battle card.
Listen. Truth be told, I don't know. I think it's just like, you know, just because like I guess I got that personality, so it's just always gonna be like me versus y'all. But the truth be told, you know, Sony needs to go back and listen. I gave him massive credit, right, throughout the show multiple times. You know, I didn't even say anything about him. In fact, I said I don't believe what was being said because me and Sony communicated so much. And he never sent that. So, you know, I don't know what it is what narrative I created. The truth of the matter is greatness said it was an eliminator by mistake and caused the public outroar. That's all. I'm just a very good advisor. And you can't, on the day of a fight, tell my fighter that was his eliminator. That was an eliminator and that's his mandatory. It's not how it goes. We'll drop your belt in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. We will beat Canelo. Doesn't matter. We are the show. We are the main event. It doesn't matter how great Amin gets. He still needs a dance partner, and there's no other dance partner besides my guys. Doomy, undefeated, regardless of the slander, undefeated, and Mario, undefeated. We are the A-side. I said that we're the A-side. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Every week I gotta like rub it in their face. They don't get it. If you got losses, you ain't the A-side. If you got poor representation, this wasn't an eliminator. But every week I show you how good I am at what I do, and y'all still don't sign to me. Y'all rather gang up against me. It's all good. It's all good.
I said that we're the A-side. We're the A-side.
Me and my guys winning, man. All I know is they try to pull a fast one. I proved them wrong. Sony came in, backed me up. So I don't see how I'm spinning narratives. I'm just making sure my guys get treated correctly. Counterpunch from JT.
Hey, Ness, it's funny how you ain't even mentioned Stainless. You mentioned Doomy. Doomy did lose to Izzy because he ain't show up. I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
But it's funny how you ain't mentioned Stainless in your guys because he's not undefeated. And Stainless lost to Mario, got bodied by Mario, and then jumped ship. So he pulled the Kevin Durant. So it's funny you ain't even mentioned him with that. So when Amin go get that chance to beat on Mario.
Talk to the commission. We ain't a part of it. When they said
You
it, when they call a mandatory.
Ness, you over the commission.
When they
Ness, you
no,
over the commission
no.
because you
All
gonna
I do
change
is
it up
bring
how you want
facts.
to change it up.
All I do is bring facts,
Ness,
and you get
gonna change
mad.
it up how you want to change it up. So you the commission too. So I'm talking to the commission.
Bro, wait.
45 seconds.
What card, Ness? What card have you changed so far?
Never changed the card. Never picked the
What
card. Never picked
matchup?
the battle.
What matchup did you change?
Never made a battle. Never picked the battle.
What substitution did you make?
Never made a sub. All
So
I do,
I'm lost.
listen to me. All I am,
single-
Mario. The bottom line is this: they don't want to believe it. All I am is better representation. Week after week, I give them facts about boxing, and they get upset. I don't care what you say. Do me lost. Meanwhile, Greatness just said that is not a loss if you don't show up. People are upset. And why would I bring up Stainless when my sense? And see, the problem is you guys are so quick to jump at me, you don't even listen. You don't even listen. Oh, I see you ain't mentioned Stainless, trying to bring down Stainless when I said my guys are undefeated. So why would I put Stainless in that conversation? Is he undefeated? Use your brain. Use your brain.
You also mentioned that Stainless was getting jumped over for
Exactly. Good representation. I said, all of a sudden, King Amin is the mandatory when Stainless is in the rankings, Doomy is in the rankings above him. You know what I'm saying?
Ow. I need a fight now.
I got you. I got you if you want to fight.
Battle, Al.
I got you. I get it done.
J&J Promotions making me promises in the back channel. You know, they make promises.
Yo, J&J can't make you any promises.
Look at the promises they making you. They promised Israel Weber that he would get a win over Doomy because Doomy didn't show up for personal reasons.
And like, let me
find. Mario, Google Joseph Adorno right now. Google Joseph Adorno. Tell us he got a loss on Tuesday when he couldn't make it into the ring. I mean, dudes just don't know boxing, bruh. Like, it's boxing bars. Please.
Yo, all I gotta say is this.
You got raised that.
It was very low. It was very low. But then he said
turn that up.
they're gonna have to send the best fighter for the champ. Yeah. We got it. I think we got a counterpunch from Izzy.
$5 on a super chizzy.
Go
chatty.
for it, Izzy.
Counter. Say he coming back.
Izzy, the bell rang.
Yo, shout out to Carlito.
Hey, can you hear me, Ness?
We hear you.
We got you.
Absolutely.
Info, my man, he gave me 5. Call him Jurassic. If I'm ESPN Plus, he's ESPN Classic. Greatness, I didn't even write these lines. Got help from my 7-year-old daughter. She told me no boss was from Harlem. You should just follow the Globetrotters. You're too nice. Your neighbors probably say, that guy is swell. Not me, I'm a blue-eyed devil, and my bar's straight out of hell. Casual, you got that new hairdo looking a little floppy. Today's flow had 0 rhymes, and it was mad choppy. Alex, you 1-1, pump the brakes a little. Like Andy Ruiz with a Snickers bar, except you eating Skittles. Do me next time we battle, get out of bed, need to put in that work. Don't embarrass yourself like that Deontay twerk. Alex, I spoke Spanish first. You took that from my plan. I'm Riddick Bowe. Amin is a Vander, and you're just a fan, man. Nez, you not Al, you're more like Dana White. Mario, you're Connor. Back call. Got there, Khabib, and y'all trying to avoid that fight.
Now,
he's back.
Now, listen, kiss the ring. No, listen.
He gotta stop leaving.
Listen, kiss the ring, because you been went over, but I let you live. Why? Because I'm a great promoter/advisor. Just like people like, yo, Al ain't a promoter, but he promotes. That's me. I could have cut you middle of that verse at your 45 seconds, but I let you live. So you could build your name a little bit. Mr. Feel So Sad, I gotta retire. Mr. So Sad, Mario spanked me twice, I retired. Now you dropping bars. Get out of here.
Yo,
You
all I gotta
retired.
say-
Ain't
Yo,
you,
Izzy,
ain't you
why he
retired?
leaving,
And listen, and again, keep it boxing. Ain't he retired, Sony? So when y'all thinking of eliminators, he not included. You can't be included. When you retired, you not in the rankings. Get his fucking name out of there.
He need to go back to the athletic
on,
commission
bruh.
and re-sign that license.
Boxing, keep it
we need to make
boxing.
this happen.
The license.
We need to make this happen. All I
Keep
heard
it
in that
boxing.
rhyme was this. All I heard was say my name when nobody's around.
Yo, they don't want to make that fight. They don't want to make that fight. And look, he still ain't get his flow right. How many times he messed up in that flow? Still ain't get your flow right. Come give my man a real fight and stop putting imaginary losses in his resume. That's what you need to do.
I will say he just
can't.
wrote
Izzy,
that, though. You could tell.
Yeah, Izzy hurt my
Izzy
feelings.
just wrote that. Yo, Izzy's now.
Yeah, he wrote that.
He need to come back. You
Izzy-
need to come back.
Izzy is a lyricist, but he better off being a ghostwriter. I said it. Who next?
Izzy,
Who
Izzy,
next?
you hurt my feelings, man, talking about my hairdo, man. Sight.
Nah, yo, he went in, bro.
Yo,
Sight.
come on. All right, let's get it together. We going out to JP in Long Beach. JP, we gonna give you a call. We scrapped your battle. You woke up late on the West Coast. Greatness took on. No, actually, you was just supposed to. No.
Info and Greatness.
Was
and,
he supposed to? Was he supposed to battle or just open up?
Idris.
Nah, he was.
Yeah, he was supposed to battle.
Oh, all right.
He was supposed to battle Greatness.
Yeah, you missed your battle, but you don't take a loss like they're trying to give Doomy. Greatness said you don't get a loss if you don't show up.
Okay, am I there? Y'all hear me?
Perfectly.
All right, yeah, man. I ain't know what time to start. I was still kind of waiting for a confirmation, so shit, I woke up a little late. But y'all want me to go on and do this thing? Let me get these bars off.
I mean, it'll just be a verse. I mean, it won't be a battle.
It don't matter, man. I make these things. It's no thing.
That's a true
I still
champ.
get them
You're
off.
a true champ for that. Good. Yeah, I like that.
Let me get mine's off there.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna talk to him a second. All right. I'm about to flash on him. The only thing he flashes photos. Big JP from Long Beach. Balls bigger than Kodos. If you say my name, I make you Destiny's Child and be at your neck like a polo. Duck low like Smoking Joe. Anybody can get it. You beef with JP, it ain't gonna pan out for you. I'm a pandemic, and we can go rounds, dog. I have you woozy by the 5th, then leave your face down like Pacquiao in the 6th. I got so much flavor, I could probably drink my piss. I'm as good as it gets, and y'all better run and play. The hands is pretty boy for the checks some money make. Run up on Jay, get your vertebrae turned the other way. And y'all could easily see that I'm serving these chickens. Call me Chick-fil-A, but I'm a little more greasier. Popeyes, right hand, left hand. Now he lopside. JP a rap god, and can't none of y'all match this. When it's smoke, I'm the fireman. I run to it. Teddy Atlas.
Yo, again, another
nasty.
dude that need to kiss the ring. That was 1 minute and 50 seconds to let you sound good enough, because that last part was really fire, and it gives me the ability to say this. Look, he's in the runnings.
That was nasty.
He's in the runnings. My man lyrically is a beast, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't rush the mandatory. There's some good fighters out there. Some good fighters. But, JP, contact me. You don't have to wait for the commission. That's what I'm telling King Amin. Good representation. You want a shot at Doomy? Call me. You want a shot at Mario? Call me. Now, you want to rush a shot. You want to poke your chest out. You go to sanctioning body route and you wait. Just like Tyson Fury's telling Dillian White, you wait. Okay? You wait. Because last I checked, Doomy undefeated. And so is
and I want to
Mario.
make it clear too. While they said that my mandatory was called, when they say that my mandatory is called, I have 3 weeks to set that fight. But I am allowed to take any matchup in the interim. So let me put it in context. Let's say that today, right now, they called Amin as my mandatory. Let's just say that, right? For argument's sake. I know that didn't happen, but let's just say it.
Hypothetically.
I would have 3 weeks, hypothetically, I would have 3 weeks from today to make that matchup. But if I wanted to, let's say, give Idris a shot next week or in 2 weeks, I can still do that as long as Idris is willing to accept that mandatory. However, he has 3 weeks from the moment he beat me. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, we should talk off air, but like, if they call you mandatory, you're trying to say that you're allowed a voluntary before the mandatory?
Yes, before the mandatory.
Okay.
If I get it done within the 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But
I just want to leave it out there because you're saying
you understand that if you lose during your voluntary defense, you are no longer the champion.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, because you were saying like people can get a shot. I can still have mandatories and people can still get a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Like if they call Amin, but JP signs to us, I can make that fight next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And mandatory Amin gotta wait. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And I can make a one-way rematch because we the A side. Okay? We the A side.
I said that we're the A side. We're the A side.
So if I give a voluntary shot, because the thing is that people don't know freaking boxing. They wasting my time not knowing boxing and trying to do this. If I'm the champ and I give Velasquez, not wrong person. Deontay Wilder. Perfect. Deontay Wilder channel, Deontay Wilder example. I'm the champ. Mario, Deontay Wilder's the champ. Mario and Deontay Wilder the champ. They give King Amin, not King Amin because he's Dillian White. They give Tyson Fury. We give Tyson Fury a shot. Dillian White still waiting. Why? Because Wilder had a one-way rematch. You know what I'm saying? Well, he didn't have the one-way. Better example is Dillian White AJ. That contract. Rematch, one-way. That's why Dillian White was mad. You understand? So there you go.
I like the way you explained that, though.
And the mandatory's still out there. But, I mean, the Wilder situation does work, too, because guess what? Dillian White's still out there, but there is a contract in place that they can't, void. So it's the same thing for me. Making a fight with a person that isn't the mandatory, I will do the same thing Eddie said. Never send my guy in there without a rematch. But I'm not going to give JP a rematch. Maybe I will, JP. All depends if you sign to us, though.
He trying to use matches with me to entice people to sign.
I mean,
I'm saying,
but that's what Eddie does. That's what
they gonna have to send their best fighter for the champ.
Yo, that's what Eddie does. That's what Eddie does, and that's what Al does, right? Like, we got Wilder at the time, hypothetically, they had Wilder with the WBC champ, so they can entice fighters, just like Luis Ortiz. He decided not to take the Joshua check, and instead he went the Wilder WBC route because he was familiar with him. He already had that one fight, and he didn't take the AJ. I mean, that's how it is, bro. You do entice. That's what Golden Boy does with Canelo. How you think they got the DAZN deal? It's like, we got Canelo, give us 11 dates, and we'll bring Canelo over there outside of the Canelo 10 fights, you understand? So yeah, I think that's everybody. We got a boomerang with Stainless. What up?
Yo, I just want to say either way, man, good show. I had to go back and listen to them. I agree. I thought Greatness edged it over Idris just a little bit, but good show, man. I'm happy to see that it's come this far. I mean, I know the last couple of weeks were a little intense, but it's still that same flow, man. That's what family do. You know what I'm saying? We argue it out, we get back together. So I can't wait to hear next week on these beats. I mean, on these battles. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that more people spit some bars. If you just got a couple bars, spit them 2 bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, let us hear what you sound like. You know what I'm saying? And get it out as you see everybody doing it. So just have fun with us. As I always say, please make sure you push that thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, it's because you're stupid. And shout out to El Camino. Peace.
I actually disagree, man. I think this is the best show of all the series. Yo, they say 7 is the lucky number, right? And also God's number, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Brandon's on the line just to heads up.
Yeah, I got him. So that being said, this is Boxing Balls number 7, but I think that it is the best one because while there was discrepancies, which is part of boxing, part of boxing. Dillian White thought he was the mandatory, and he, in fact, wasn't, right? Like, it's part of boxing. And now we have rankings to go to answer those questions. So I think that Boxing Bars 7 is just the evolution to where we have come. Like, again, there was a discrepancy, but we have the rankings that the commission took the time to make. So I think we're totally in a better place from the first episode. This one was good. I mean, me and Sony kind of ruined it. He said 2 curses, I said 1. You know what I mean? We've been doing all right. We've been
overall
doing all right.
though. This I gotta be in agreement, bro. This is the smoothest one we've had yet.
Yeah, the best one. I think is the best one.
I think this is just a clear view of what's gonna be once we've kind of worked out all the kinks, bro. Remember, at the end of the day, this is TBV fam. This is something that we love to do. This is becoming fun. Like even today, like I didn't agree to a matchup, but just being on here with you guys, listening to y'all, it takes me back. You know what I'm saying? To that place where I was just, a young guy out there with my friends, ciphering, battling. So it's real fun for me now. I was ready to start trying to write something at the last minute, but it wouldn't have been ready or whatnot. But this is fun, man, and I think this is it's just the beginnings of boxing bars.
Definitely, yo. Super chat from. Go ahead. Super chat from Roughhouse Boxing TV says, "Are y'all gonna do it next Saturday, 4th of July?" I am.
I'm available, man. It's really up to these guys.
I'm available.
10 a.m. is nothing for me. Even if I'm doing something with my family, 10 a.m. is nothing for us.
For us, we don't have holidays, so you have fun.
Yeah. Yo, listen. Real talk though, like it's nothing to me. The Mexicans on this side of the country, we celebrate 4th of July kind of like New Year's Eve. We be popping fireworks at night. Yeah. Into the, midnight. So, yeah, I'm good.
Let me go to Brandon in Cincinnati. What up?
What up, fellas? Can y'all hear me?
Perfectly.
Yes. As far as today's battles, info on King Amin, that was fire. My agent, my main though, info style. I think info would be better suited to battle on a beat. I think he'll sound better on a beat. Idris, I thought Idris won that one. I think it was a little closer than the polls would say, because looking at the polls, you would think it was a body bag, and I think Greatness did pretty good, but Idris edged it. And King, like I said when I first heard you rap, man, you the Bud Crawford, man. Look at all the controversy. It shouldn't be no controversy of why he's mandatory over Doomy. He's 2-0. Doomy's only 1-0. He beat the guy Doomy beat before Doomy beat him. So, I mean, he beat 2 undefeated fighters in Info and Idris. When Doomy beat Idris already had an L. Like I said, man, that's on this Al Heyman, man. He don't want you. He's trying to keep them titles in house, man. They don't want you to.
That is his minute. I mean, listen, I love that. This is what I love about it. See, I'm more of the storyteller like Joe. So this is what I love. I love his narrative. And I'm not saying that he doesn't have, that it doesn't sound good, but truth be told, since he wants to bring up resumes, Amin is 2-0, yeah. But what about Stainless then? You know what I mean? What about all the other people that are in the rankings, There's intrigue. Where does he go? Wasn't he at the top? It's like I said, or are we Sean Portering him? Amin was number 6 facing the number 1. So, there's a lot of people in between there. There's a lot of managers that are going to be calling the commission saying, hey, why is my guy being skipped? Just saying. Greatness is number 3. He just lost to Idris, right? He just lost to Idris. So not only does he trump Amin's resume, but he also trumps Doomy's, because those are a guy that both of them beat. So you're going to tell me Idris is ranked 7, Doomy somehow beat him but is ranked 10? I mean, I don't know. We always get the short end of the stick, but it's all right. It's all right. That is everybody. I want to thank everybody. And, catch us on the next one.
This was Boxing Bars, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen. Obviously, we got another show scheduled. We'll see if these guys duck me. I'm trying to go right into it. We actually 15 minutes late. It was supposed to be 11:45, but Boxing Bars took us 15 minutes longer. But I'm ready to rock and roll with that breaking news or fake news.
You got the last 2 tweets on the pre-pro?
Nah, man, I ain't checked those.
From Tyson. You know, it started out with 2 tweets, and now it's just become a roast fest.
All right. Well, yeah. Next GT on Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. We're scheduled to go, so make sure you hit that subscribe button to the YouTube channel and that notification bell so you can get notified when we click that live button.
Yo, at Mario Mugi on Twitter, at Mario Mugi on Instagram. We'll be right back. Peace.
And you can catch me on IG, Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ, same TikTok handle, and on Twitter, AlexTBV. Hit that notification bell, YouTube family who joined us this Saturday. This is our Saturday morning Boxing Bars show. If you ran into it by mistake, this is what it is. You know, you got competitors, battlers from all over the country within the TBV fam. So, you know, if you think you got some
all
rhymes,
over the
you
globe,
think you got
champ. Idris from the UK.
Let's go.
All over the globe is what I said.
Okay.
You said all over the country.
Idris in the UK. I mean, we're going to have more and more people joining in around the world. You know, rap and hip-hop has touched all cultures around the world. So I know that there's guys out there in Russia that probably might want to rhyme. You know what I'm saying? So we welcome you to our program. And for those that are not part of the Patreon family, you know, give us a shot. If you're on the YouTube side, just kind of watching in on us, checking in on us, and you like what you're seeing, you'll like what you're seeing on Patreon. We have so much stuff over there, Untitled, and a bunch of other things that we're putting together, and fight live chats. It's just so much, and it comes down to cents per episode or cents to the day. So if you want to give us that $15 a month, I'll guarantee you won't be unsatisfied.
So I just want to put out a question in the air, and you know we could discuss it in the future. But like, when's the next, I guess, TBV rankings convention or something? Like when's
summit? We'll call it the summit.
When's the next rankings update? Greatness.
They go tonight.
And Sony, because Doomy's number 10. I mean, this is. You know, at this point, I think I got to pull my guys out of y'all rankings, man. I don't know. I might have to start my own WCW league the way that y'all treating my guys. You know what I mean? One dude, they try to flip a mandatory on the fly, and the other dude, they gave you a loss and put you number 10. I mean, there's no respect for us.
We're gonna see who's in line to battle me next. You know, Ness, I know that you've been managing me pretty well. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Got my battles in, got my wins. I'm taking my vacays right now, but I'll be back to Boxing Bars next week. So it's all up to you know, J&J to get the bankruptcy, you know, stuff figured out, and hopefully they can reach out to you, and you know, they got the bread to put up the fight.
Well, they won't have no need for the bread. They just you know. If they want it, they need to contact me. But they don't need bread. They're not the A side. They won't be promoting the fight or anything like that. They're not the A side. You know what I mean? That's just not what they do.
Yo, and shout out to Sony, Mr. 704, greatness. You know, that's the thing is like, yo, there are people on the commission that are there to do the fair job. You know, unfortunately, commissions run like a democracy, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah. But shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. Sony, just the man, bro. Just can't say it no more than that.
Yeah,
He's
true.
the man.
I always get, you know, the professionally, you know, I feel like I'm really part of a real program. Like this
For
is
real.
the way he sends his messages, and you know, everything, the way it's put down. Sony, shout out to you, my bro. You know what I'm saying? You do this within the time that you have available to yourself. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a busy man, you work. So, you know, kudos to you, bro. I appreciate you very much for once, because it just adds that luster to the program.
Yo, see what I'm saying? They trying to confuse me, man. It's just like they said, no, you invited to the call, but I ain't get rung up. So now I got 704 saying, yo, Boxing Voice, join the call at 9. Then I got Greatness hitting me up talking about, yo, join the call at 10. What's really going on, man? Y'all don't
It's
want us
probably
to
like
shine?
Central Eastern or something.
Yo, dog, come on, man. I'm trying to spin it, man. It's always got to be a conspiracy against us. What's wrong with you? Yo, we out. Peace.
Peace.